South Korea and the United States have reached an agreement to introduce a new and improved method of storing spent nuclear fuel rods to the Korean nuclear industry. A new trend in space has enthusiasts launching their own satellites into orbit. And the Busan International Film Festival is now underway in the southern port city of Busan. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Friday, October 4th. I'm Luke Clary. A much safer and more economic way to store spent nuclear fuel rods is on its way to Korea, compliments of the USA.
Large cylinder structures are being placed at a site near a nuclear power plant. They are the dry casks containing spent fuel rods. Most of the nuclear power plants in the U.S. have such dry cask sites for storing spent nuclear fuel.
So I'll buy a lot of your casks if the Nuclear Waste Fund will be available to better protect Americans.
Around 2,400 tons of spent fuel is produced annually by the some 100 power plants in the U.S. The accumulated amount as of now stands at around 62,000 tons. Among them, 14,000 tons, or 24%, are stored in dry casks. Since the Fukushima accident in 2011, fuel rods stored underwater are also being transferred into dry casks. Washington has promised to transfer the dry cask storage technology to Korea.
그것도 이제 새로운 차원의 협력을 담을 수 있기 때문에 그 부분도 여러 가지 방안 중에 하나로 지금 검토를 하고 있습니다.
Dry casks last for about 60 years but do not require maintenance. They're also more economic than underwater storage. The transfer of the technology is expected to bring about change to the dispute between Seoul and Washington regarding reprocessing fuel rods.
The prosecution searching for the missing transcript of a 2007 Inter-Korean summit wants to know why the record was deleted. Former President Roh Moo-hyun aides are expected to be called in for questioning from next week.
Of the 3 copies of the 2007 Inter-Korean Summit transcript confirmed so far, only the initial version has been deleted. Prosecutors have restored this original copy after finding evidence that it was deleted from a database called Bongha Ijiwon. Former President Roh Moo-hyun took the database with him to his retirement home in Bongha Village, but it was later returned to the state. Prosecutors believe the deletion was in fact ordered by President Roh. This is based on former Presidential Secretary Cho Myung-gyun, who testified that Roh ordered that the record not be kept at the presidential office, but rather be managed by the National Intelligence Service. Then why was only the first copy deleted? The first copy is believed to be the closest to the actual conversation that was held during the summit. It's therefore speculated that some sensitive expressions could have been misinterpreted, which is why it had to be deleted. Investigators will summon Roh administration officials from early next week to probe who ordered the deletion and to find out why the transcript was not transferred to the intelligence agency. The former aide Cho Myung-gyun is reported to have been called in for questioning several times, as he is being seen as a key figure in the case.
When you think of satellites, you typically think of major state projects. However, there are amateur space enthusiasts out there launching miniature satellites on their own terms.
Measuring 10 by 10 centimeters and 30 centimeters in height, this rectangular-shaped object, about the size of a 1.5-liter water bottle, is a nanosatellite. A university research team produced it in a 3-part series.
다양한 목적에 맞춰서 우주 방사선 측정이라든가 자기장 측정, 입자 측정 등의 역할을 수행할 수 있고요.
Satellite number 1 was launched into orbit last year. If numbers 2 and 3 are launched as scheduled later this year, the 3 satellites will circle the Earth and study the cosmic environment. This cube-shaped mini-satellite, with just 10-centimeter-long sides, is an electronic star that emits light using LEDs upon receiving orders from the ground. An artist created it in April with materials he purchased online. He received frequency and satellite certifications from the government, where he then launched the device in Russia.
이제 인공위성 띄우는 거와 같은 어떻게 보면 상당히 멀어 보이는 일도 지금에는 충분히 개인의 영역에서도 할 수 있다. 단지 이제 문제는 자기가 할 거냐 말 거냐의 어떤 태도의 문제.
To be launched, these tiny satellites are stacked in the empty area under the pad of a larger satellite that's attached to a rocket. The cost of launch is relatively affordable at around $93,000 to $186,000 per satellite. In advanced countries, some organizations are firing their mini versions for research purposes.
The home of former President Choi Kyu-ha has been restored and will soon be unveiled to the public as a historical site.
After the sudden death of President Park Chung-hee in 1979, then Prime Minister Choi Kyu-ha was inaugurated as South Korea's 10th president. Choi filled in for the remaining 7 months of the term.
나는 오늘 대통령의 직에서 물러나
The house in Seogyo-dong, where Choi lived for 30 years since his days as a public worker, has been restored. Things displayed in the house include a night pass Choi received after the May 16th coup in 1961 and many other items that show his life as a public worker. Thermometers are seen in every room, implying the former president's daily habit of checking the temperature. An old telephone tells how much time has passed. Choi was famous for never throwing away anything in the house. This is the third historical figure's house the government has restored following the homes of Kim Gu and former Prime Minister Chang Myon.
전직 대통령의 집이라기보다도 그 대통령이 살았던 여러 가지 소품이나 이런 걸 생활사를 그대로 보여주는 그런 역할을.
The Seoul city government is also planning to restore the homes of former presidents Lee Seung-man and Park Chung-hee by 2015.
More and more tourists from China are visiting Korea each year, and with the rise in numbers, there comes the question of where these tourists can stay throughout their visit.
This Chinese tourist who is visiting Korea for the first time was lucky enough to find a good place to stay. It costs half as much as a hotel while providing a pleasant environment and free internet.
然后服务的非常有效率，并且就语言上没有障碍，因为有中文的服务，很满意，很开心。
Up until recently, this motel used to have spacious suites, but now it offers smaller rooms for frugal travelers. It's no wonder why they're so popular among tourists, even on the weekdays. Young tourists prefer to stay in rooms in private homes. A one-night stay there costs only around $18 to $27. Korean-style guest houses are popular among tourists who want to experience Korean culture rather than save hotel costs. Building more diverse types of lodging facilities is essential to attract more foreign tourists into the country.
관광 시설이 아닌 다른 대체 시설로서 관광 수요들을 충족시킴으로써 부족한 공급을 메꾸고 있는 그런.
With more than 10 million foreigners visiting Korea each year, lodging facilities that cater to their diverse needs have emerged as viable alternatives in solving the shortage of hotel rooms throughout the country.
Instant noodles, known as ramyeon in Korea, were introduced here half a century ago. This humble, easy-to-prepare food is starting to gain attention, even overseas.
In just a matter of 5 minutes, you can have ramyeon, which are instant noodles, as a meal anytime, anywhere. In Korea, 3.5 billion ramyeon are sold each year. That means on average, a person will eat 72 ramyeons a year. But it wasn't all smooth sailing when the noodles were first introduced 50 years ago.
이게 무슨 실이나 플라스틱, 섬유로 오인했어요. 그래서 그 당시 우리 임직원들이 역이라든지 시장에 가가지고 무료로 시식을 했습니다.
Back in the days when Korea was destitute and poor, many people believed that the oily ramen soup was nutritious. The price for one bowl of ramen back then was only a cent, which is 1/70th of the current cost. The noodles were cheaper than coffee, which cost 3 cents. The history of ramyeon also reflects the changing tide of the times. People purchased them in bulk whenever a North Korea threat emerged in the 1980s and 90s. In the 1990s, society became more health conscious, and as a result, the instant noodles were branded as junk food. There was a scandal that cow tallow for industrial use was used to make ramyeon. The charge was cleared 7 years later. Some 200 different ramyons are out in the market, and they're exported to around 80 countries. Korean ramyeon is even known in Japan, which is the originator of the instant noodles, for its spicy flavor. Korea diversifies the intensity of the noodle spices to match the tastes of the different export markets. The noodles are an export staple, with sales coming in at over $930 million.
It doesn't seem fair. Many people suffer from heart diseases even on a low-fat diet. A recent study shows that a diet heavy on carbs can raise the risk of heart problems.
A Korean meal basically consists of a bowl of rice, stew, and side dishes. Many Koreans like to have rice with all kinds of food. Chinese scientists conducted a study on 110,000 adults 40 years or older and found that large intakes of carbohydrates nearly tripled the risk of heart disease compared to those with smaller intakes. Diets consisting of mostly refined grains like white rice and noodles also increase the dangers of heart disease by 1.8 times. This is because the excessive amount of carbs accumulate as body fat, which can cause your arteries to harden.
쓰고 남은 탄수화물이 중성지방으로 바뀌면서 심혈관 질환을 유발할 수가 있고 복부 비만이나 당뇨병을 일으키면서 역시 심혈관 질환의 결과가 나오게 됩니다.
Koreans eat less fat than Western people, but 65% of their daily calories are obtained from carbohydrates. As such, experts advise reducing the intake of carbs and eating more good quality proteins like fish. Eating less refined grains, such as brown rice, is also helpful in preventing heart problems.
The Busan International Film Festival has officially begun. This year it's featuring more than 300 films from 70 countries and a diverse range of side events.
The 18th Busan International Film Festival kicked off with a red carpet star-studded event. Like last year, the opening ceremony was co-hosted by Korean and foreign actors. This time, it was co-hosted by Hong Kong actor Aaron Kwok and Korean actress Kang Soo-yeon. The festival drew more than 300 Korean and foreign actors and filmmakers. After the screening of this year's opening film, which is Vera, A Blessing, some 300 films from 70 countries will be screened in 7 theaters across Busan starting today. Visitors will also get a chance to meet with their favorite movie stars and film directors at outdoor events held at the Biff Village and Biff Square. Veteran actor Wang Yu will hold an open talk show and participate in a hand-printing event. Visitors can also expand their knowledge through a special master class with the legendary Israeli filmmaker Amos Gitai. The Apan Star Road event will be held tonight at Haeundae Beach for movie fans who didn't have a chance to see the red carpet event.
The job hunt for new grads in Korea couldn't be tougher. Job seekers are going to extremes to land a position. Find out how young people are standing up to the challenge.
Rumors that businesses have an ideal look for potential employees have driven desperate job seekers to undergo plastic surgery to change their looks.
이미지 이런 것들이 면접에서 상당히 좀 중요한 포션을 차지하는 게 현재 한국 상황이기 때문에 취업 시즌이 다가오면 상당히 많이 좀 올라가게 되고.
For job seekers competing in today's tough economy, having good looks has become part of the list of qualifications, as important as grades or certificates.
외모도 하나의 스펙이라고 쳐지는 거라고 생각을 해야 준비하는 것도 좋을 거라고 생각합니다.
The tough job market has ushered in other big changes as well. Job seekers prepare for entry exams tailored to each individual company. Prep materials edited to crack specific entry exams flood the shelves. A stack of study guides for one corporate entry exam measures 1 meter in height. Amazingly, there are 63 different study guides for this one corporation. Each book costs around $18. That adds up quickly if you buy an armful. Prospective employees are hard-pressed to spend hundreds of dollars a month in their job search, but they often feel there's no other option.
부담이 되는 가격이긴 한데요. 한두 푼이 아니니까. 여태까지 나왔던 걸 기준으로 해서 만든 문제집이다 보니까 안 보는 것보다는 훨씬 도움이 된다고 생각해요.
But no matter how much you prepare, in this climate, landing a job is tricky. An online broadcast has stirred the interwebs by poking fun at the overheated job market. The broadcast airs bitter stories from failed job applicants, offering some sense of solace and community to those mired in the same situation.
사실 이 취업이라는 주제가 소재를 어디 가서 이렇게 속 시원히 말하기 힘들잖아요. 되게 부끄럽고. 저희 같은 경우에는 이 얘기를 되게 속 시원하게 얘기하거든요. 어디 떨어졌다, 또 떨어졌다 이런 얘기들. 이런 얘기 하면서 조금 저 자신도 스트레스가 좀 해소되는 것 같고.
This year's average employment rate for college grads stands at 59.3%, meaning almost 1 out of every 2 grads can't find a job.
정말 요즘 취업 대란 시대다 보니까 각종 기업형의 얼굴들을 만들어야 되는 거 아닌가라는 이제 그런 일종의 공포심입니다. 고용을 보장할 수 있는 그런 방향, 그 다음에 사회적 안전망 이런 거는 국가와 사회가 책임져야 될 부분이죠. 그 다음에 젊은이들도 자기 스스로 개척하겠다는 그런 정신을 갖고 한다면 이런 취업 대란이라는 것은 차츰 줄어들 수 있다고 봐집니다.
Today's young job seekers are going to extremes like job interview training or cosmetic surgery to improve their chances. And until there's some kind of breakthrough for many, the desperate search continues.
And now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday.